If you are a fan of the home renovation TV shows, you know that flipping a home is hard work. But our next guest makes it look easy and fun. Scott McIlvery is the star of the new DIY network show Buyers Bootcamp, and he's even putting some local homes in the spotlight. Welcome, Scott.
Thanks for having me here this morning.
So Buyers Bootcamp, this sounds like something that I think all of us need. Tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, this is a bit of a spin on what I've been doing on HGTV and DIY Network for the last few years. You know, real estate investing, renovations, and this time around I'm partnering up with real estate investors really all across the country, and we've got 3 episodes that are being filmed in the area right now here, and it's because we had investors reaching out. They said they had great properties. I came to see them. I liked them. And, you know, they brought the property to the table, so I bring the financing, I bring the renovation team, I bring the design, and we execute these flips together, and then we try to make a profit together. So it's kind of crazy, but in reality, this is what I do. I invest in real estate, and I have JV partners in all different markets, and why not do it right here where my family calls this area our home as well? So
that's great.
That's
and
great.
you know, I know it's one thing to do it all over the country, but what is it like to work specifically on the Suncoast?
I can tell you right now,
Fabulous.
not having
I know it is.
snow to contend with is amazing. I mean, we were shooting in Buffalo in the fall, and it was just like a race against the clock. We were like, when are we going to get buried in 2 feet of snow? So, you know, having the whole team here and being able to work, you know, December, January, February, March, and not have to worry about the weather. We've basically had a sunny day every single day on set.
Oh.
It is such a wonderful thing.
Sarasota.
And 2 of the homes
Sarasota.
are actually in kind of near John and Linda in my neighborhood, in one on Weber and one
Yes.
on Wisteria.
That's right.
So, you know, we've kind of been dealing with the aftermath of the hurricane.
Yes.
Have you encountered any issues when you were trying to renovate homes?
Well, I mean, I've done renovations in Florida before, and especially on the Suncoast in Southwest Florida. And there are unique challenges. Some of the permitting process takes longer, but definitely, you know, we were planning on being here in late fall. And then there was Hurricane Irma, and there was a big discussion, even with the network, like, do we shoot in Florida? Because this is such a huge bogey that we have to contend with. And I was completely dead set on continuing with our plan. So we delayed it a little bit. We came down, things took a little longer, but you know what? It's been such an amazing experience to find local talent in the design and the construction space who have been able to help us, even though they've been super busy trying to, you know, repair lanais, and everybody's busy fixing a roof and putting up a fence and building gates and all these things. You know, we've managed to make it happen. We managed to find some great opportunities. And, you know, we've got 1 property we just put up on the market, and I think it's an amazing opportunity for somebody. And we got 1 more coming up next week. We're going to put it on the market, and we put a lot of energy into these properties, and they're going to be featured on the show.
How
That's
great.
wonderful.
I
I
know
love this.
we're very excited to see our own homes here on the show. Now, all right, I don't think, with the exception of John, who's kind of our resident handyman, I don't think any of the rest of us are considering getting into renovations and flipping. But if any of our viewers did, you have some tips. So where's the first place to start?
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people are interested in the opportunity to possibly make money in real estate. And if you're willing to add the value to the properties, it's a very lucrative business. And I tell most people, start within a 5-mile radius of your own home to be realistic. Some of the best opportunities are right under your nose. It's just that most people don't know how to identify them. And I mean, I got to Sarasota to film the show, and within, I'd say, 2 hours, I bought into my first deal. So, bought into my first deal within 2 hours of looking in Sarasota. So you can't tell me that there aren't deals to be had,
Yes,
for sure.
I would agree with that.
Now, if you were looking for, like, let's say if I found a home that was up for sale that was already renovated, I would think, oh, great, that most of my job is done for me. Is that a good tactic?
Not necessarily. I mean, I do a lot of buy and hold, which is rental properties, and I do a lot of flipping as well. So if I'm going to flip a home, which is one of the fastest ways to make money in real estate, I'm looking for something that has signs that it's distressed. Maybe the landscaping is a little unmaintained. Maybe some of the roof tiles are missing. We look for properties that clearly have the opportunity to have value added to them, and especially when we get inside, you know, if they're vacant, damaged, we're looking to buy them properly, to be honest, and that's really what I'm working with partners for. I'm looking for people who are out there kind of looking for these properties, can secure them for a great price so that we've got room on the front end of the deal to make a lot of money on the back end of the deal. I can finance everything else. That's the beauty of the show, is I come in, I can pay for the renovation. It's kind of like Shark Tank meets HGTV, right? That's what this show is.
That's great.
People are pitching me the deals, and if there's an
wheels are
opportunity,
turning. I'm like,
I'll partner with them. Do you have a property for me?
Let me think about it. I'm sure I can find something.
Good.
When you look at a house, is there one thing that says to you, oh, I'm not touching this one? I mean, is it a roof? Is it a foundation?
Not necessarily. In this area specifically, you know, we've had some mold, some serious mold issues and termite damage. I mean, like, the termites are just relentless. Can't get away from them. So I'm careful on some of the major structural problems that come up. But realistically, you know, this market has been very lucrative. It has been fairly straightforward, and some of our best episodes of the season are going to be right here in Sarasota.
Oh, that's always great to
that's
hear.
wonderful.
Well, you can find Buyers Bootcamp on the DIY Network. It's on Saturdays at 10 p.m. You can find more information about the show, plus some of Scott's home renovation tips by visiting his website, scottmcgilvery.com. Coming up next, we have ideas for what's fun for Suncoast families this spring break.